Yo, what's up, guys? It's the Fortnite Kid. Welcome back to another podcast. This is podcast episode 5, and I am here with my co-host Garlic Bread Lover 4. How are you doing today?
I'm really tired. I've been up quite a while for this new season, so
Yep, me too.
tired.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting morning, but yeah, we have a bunch of amazing topics here to talk about. A lot of them talking about season 13. But without further ado, we're gonna get into our first topic, which is we are gonna be talking about every single skin in Fortnite season 12, which was last season. And yeah, do you want to get into it now?
Yeah. So I have this all up right now, and we'll start with Battle Pass skins if that's all right with you.
Yep, that's what I was planning on doing.
All right. The first skin that we had was the Gear Specialist Maya.
I personally really like this skin. Some people say that there wasn't enough customizable options, which I can see where they're coming from some things, but I think it was the perfect amount because they didn't want I obviously people wouldn't buy any more skins if we had so many customizable options. But I think it is really cool and I think my Maya turned out pretty good. What about you? Garlic? Sorry here, we're having error issues. Hold up.
Did I cut out?
Yes, you did cut out.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I
Alright.
really liked my Maya. I thought it turned out pretty well.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it was a cool skin.
nice.
The
Um
next one we had was Agent Peely.
Yeah, I personally think that this isn't the. I mean, putting it in the battle pass, I just didn't think that we need any more peelies, and this isn't the best skin, especially the fact that the grind, the 350 for it, it
Yeah.
was it's just I don't know, I don't really like it personally. What about you?
I think it's a cool concept for a skin. I think the skin is all right. I just think the grind about it really kind of took it down in my opinion, but it's an all right skin. It's not that
Yeah,
great, but it's not terrible.
yeah,
Next, I believe we had the Brutus skin,
yes.
and
Brutus. I think he was actually a pretty good skin. Not gonna lie, I know a lot of people didn't really like him. I think they did really good with his ADS to make sure that he wasn't really bulky and you couldn't really see. And I actually really liked his Ghost and Shadow variants. I personally picked Shadow because I thought that just looked better. And yeah, what about you?
this was actually my favorite skin from last season. I really thought that it was good, and I also picked Shadow. I think it was a very good skin, and I'm probably still going to use it in the coming seasons.
Nice. All right, that's really good.
Yeah. And next up we have Tiantina, and this is probably my least favorite skin from last Battle Pass.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just nothing special in my opinion. I wasn't that big of a fan of it.
Yeah. I personally picked the ghost version of it. I know that wasn't the most popular choice. I don't know. I think both of them are fine. Really, it's just I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of that skin, and she's kind of plain. I mean, her color scheme's fine. It's that mid road battle pass that skin that no one really talks about.
Yeah. It was whatever at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And then next we had the Meowscles skin, and I really liked this skin. I picked
yeah,
Shadow for it. I thought it was a great skin.
yeah. I personally picked ghost for it, and now that I realize I kind of liked shadow a little more. As I saw more people running it and just as the season progressed. But I think it's a really good skin as well. It's really unique. It's something we didn't really see coming in the battle pass. I know it was leaked, but I mean a skin like this I think it was really unexpected. But I really do like it though.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then next we had the Sky skin. This was
Yeah.
an all right skin. Not my favorite, but it
Mhm.
wasn't bad. It was a good skin.
Yeah. What style did you choose for her? Did you choose Shadow or Ghost?
I got Shadow as well on this one.
Nice.
I really liked the purple.
I personally picked Ghost on this because I just loved the color scheme, and it was my favorite of the Ghost and Shadow besides the Ghost Midas because that's the one I also picked for that. But yeah, I think this skin is all right. You know, it's not my favorite. I think the swords are really cool though, and yeah, that's all I
Yeah.
really have to say about it.
Yep. And then we had the tier 100 for that season, which was Midas.
Mhm.
Ah,
Midas.
I liked Midas. Not one of my favorite skins, but I thought it was a pretty good tier 100 skin. And
Yeah.
I got Ghost for this one. It was the only one that I got Ghost on.
Nice. Actually, ours are kind of opposite because the only one I got Shadow on was Brutus, but this one I got Ghost on, and I think the skin's pretty good. It's just I like the Tier 100 skins. Like I know we're not really talking about this season, but the Tier 100 skin, one of the Tier 100 skins is like this like really bulky big guy, and that's what I like out of Tier 100 skins because they're just like crazy, and that's what I like out of them. And Midas wasn't that crazy of a skin, but he's not like that bad. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So,
And then
um,
now we're on to the secret, I guess you could call it, skin for the season, Deadpool.
I think I don't know why exactly. Like, I mean, I think he's a fine skin. I just like unlike Aquaman, he didn't really. I don't get how he like fit in with the storyline, and he was kind of just like he felt really pushed into it,
Yeah.
like just for a collaboration. I don't get why it had to be a secret skin. They could have just easily put it in the item shop,
Yeah.
and that would sell perfectly well with the X-Force stuff.
Yeah, I agree with
But
that.
yeah,
I kind of
but
think that he
it was fine.
overstayed his welcome because we
Mm-hmm.
had the Deadpool yacht, the Deadpool battle bus, the Deadpool supply drops. It was just, it felt like it was an overwhelming amount of Deadpool.
Yeah. I looked it up the other a few days ago, and he was actually in the game for 92 days, which is 3 months.
Oh
Which
boy.
is yeah. He was here for a very long time. 3 months. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's all right. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have to say about him.
Yeah. And now we're moving on to the Battle Pass skins. And the first one we got here was Tech.
But you mean item shop, correct?
That's what I meant. Yes. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
messed up on that.
Don't worry
Um,
about it.
yeah, I did not like Tech. And I guess as we're talking about it, we can put Terra in here too. I just
Mhm.
wasn't a big fan of these two skins.
Yeah.
But it came out in Chapter 2, Season 1, but I guess I was not a big fan of them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just I didn't really like you said, they didn't really fit in this season. And as the first skins in the season, didn't really think they were really good at all.
Yeah, not really much more you can say. They had an alter ego style that looked
Hmm.
better than the original, but still not that amazing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And next we have the Tango skin. I
Yes.
I don't know if I like this skin or not. I like the color scheme,
Hmm.
but I don't know if I like the jacket. I don't know. It's not a
Hmm.
bad skin, but I don't think I'd pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of agree with you. This was the one that you was in like the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And I think it's a really good skin. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not really that good of a skin. It's just not something I would like spend 800 V bucks on. Not saying that it doesn't like that. Not saying it's too plain though. It's just one of those meh skins.
yeah, it was all right though.
Hmm.
The next one we had was Mystify.
Yes.
Again, I was not a big fan of this skin.
Yeah. I don't get why it doesn't
Another
come with the
redone,
other skin,
yeah, it was another
the
redone
male.
technique, and it was the female version of Cryptic, but they aren't
Yes.
a part of the same set and they never come out together.
It's
It's
really strange.
so confusing because I feel like
Hmm.
they kind of like take up too much of an item slot, and I'm just
Yeah.
not a big fan of these technique reskins. We just
Yeah.
keep getting them, and I'm not that big of a fan of them.
Yeah. Me either. Really. They're fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, we move on to Bunny Wolf and Lion.
Uh,
Um,
these were
they were,
actually not that bad, in my
yeah, they were
opinion.
pretty solid skins. I prefer Lion,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
over Bunny Wolf, but it really just comes down to preference. I
Yeah. Uh,
Skins were actually pretty solid
yeah.
with
I
the
really like that. I
rate.
think it was Yeah, I think the reactive style was really cool. How when you switch from your gun to your pickaxe, that was like really cool as a reactive thing. I love a lot of these reactive things. Some of them are like just the same, but also these skins came out on my birthday, so I think that was pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, they were pretty they were pretty decent.
Hmm.
And now we have, oh boy, how do I even go about this? The most unpopular, I think, but my favorite skin from last season, and it's Deadlock. I really
Mm.
like this. I was not a big a fan of most of the hackers, but
Yeah,
this one was the one that I really liked.
yeah. This is a really unpopular one, but at first I didn't really like know what to say about this game. But after I heard your preference about it, I actually kind of liked it a little more.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
again,
so I
at
think
the
it's
end
a
of
pretty
the
good
day, it
skin.
still got into opinions.
Hmm. Yeah.
And next up here we had Farmer Steel.
Huh.
This wasn't a bad skin. Uh,
No, it's very forgettable though.
yeah, I don't think I'd pick it up, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Mhm. Yeah. So it's an all right skin, I guess.
Yeah. It, yeah, again, nothing special, but it's all right.
Mhm.
Um, oh boy, next we had one that I'm just not a big fan of, and it's Echo.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I didn't. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say about it.
Me
It's not
either.
my type of skin, but if you like it, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of it. I mean, I see it in the shop every 30 days. I don't really see anyone running it though.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's all right. And then the gliders, the Echo Jet, which I think is fine.
yeah,
I know we're not talking about those, but the set is just meh, I guess.
yeah. And then next we had Xena. I Again, this is another one of those skins that I don't really know what to say about it.
Mhm.
It's not the worst skin, but again, I'm just not that big a fan of it.
Yeah, not gonna lie, some of the skins this season were like, I mean, just like these, they're like meh. They're like they're not terrible, but they're not amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Um, Next up we had Complex finally coming out,
Mhm.
and I think it's an all right skin.
Yeah, I like the color scheme on it. It's pretty cool. I think.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, not really much more I can say about it. It was just an all right skin.
Yeah.
Next, we're going into the St. Patrick's Day skins, and we're
Ooh.
starting out with Clover Team Leader.
Oh,
I
I don't like this one.
not like this skin. I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
the Cuddle Team Leader reskins that we keep getting, and this one was arguably the worst of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
I Yeah, I was not a fan of this one. I just thought it looked pretty ugly.
Yeah, it's like a messy. Is it a dog? Like
It's
I
it's a
wasn't
dog.
even. Yeah, it's just I don't like the green is like really weird on it, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not a really likable skin in my opinion.
Yeah. And then I guess you could say the same about the next skin here, which is Chance.
Yeah. Wait,
I
is
don't
this the Ruby reskin? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's
Yes.
yeah. I'm not that big a fan of Ruby, and I think Ruby's better than this. I don't know.
Which
I just
is hard to say.
I'm not a fan of it at
Yeah,
all.
Ruby.
The colors are odd. The just look of it, I'm not a big fan of. And
Yeah.
all in all, I just feel like most of the uh St. Patrick's Day skins were just kind of lazy and not that great.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Next, we had Envoy, and for an uncommon skin, I think this was pretty good.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I like the hairstyle. The glasses are really cool. Also a little thing right here. If you went into replay mode during the device event, she and John Wick were actually there when the Agent Jonesy was talking about like Janice, which I think those were just placeholders for skins that
Yeah,
might come out this season. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
But
but the
all in
skin's
all,
pretty good though.
yeah, it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
And next we had the last, I believe, of the St. Patrick's Day skins, I don't even know if it's classed as it, but I believe it is, and it's the Taylor skin. And I
Yes.
really like this skin. I
Yeah, he's
like
really
how it
interesting
yeah,
but underrated.
everything. I feel like a lot of people kind of sleep on this skin, and I think it's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I think it's the color scheme's really good. There's a lot of stuff going on with him, and I think he's really good skin. I think more people should like talk about and like actually discuss because I think it's really good.
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good skin.
Yeah,
And next we had Scarlet Commander and Crimson Elite.
yeah. I personally bought the Crimson Elite actually, and I think they're both pretty good. I have a lot of combos I can put on these skins, but I think they're pretty good for green skins. What about you though?
I wasn't a big fan of them. Um, but that's just kind of down to my preference. I didn't like their like I don't know what it was about them. I just was not really feeling the skins, but
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah.
And next we had one of the, I believe, only two legendary skins that came out
Yes.
last season, and
Mhm.
this was Oro.
Yeah.
I like Oro. I personally bought him. I think
Mhm.
all three styles are pretty good. My
Yeah.
favorite probably has to be Skeleton King.
Yep.
All of them look pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a really good skin as well. It's really like out there and amazing. I think we should get a lot more skins like these because the legendary skins, like a lot of them are actually pretty good. And even though some of them aren't the best, at least they're like really like crazy and there's a lot of stuff going on with them. Most of them, at least.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hmm?
I thought Oro was just a pretty good skin.
Yeah,
And next we had Blockade Runner. I didn't like the color scheme on this one. I think that's why I don't like it.
yeah,
But it's again, it's not like the worst skin. I was not that big of a fan of it.
yeah. Me too. I think it's all right, I guess, but it's not really amazing
Yeah,
and also really forgettable.
yeah. And next we had one that I did not think was going to become unpopular, but it's become pretty unpopular, and this is Master Minotaur.
Yeah. I actually think it actually looks not that bad. It looks a lot like Battlehound. I mean, like
Yeah,
when you like look at it closely.
it's pretty much a Battlehound reskin, but cheaper, and in my opinion, I think it's better than Battlehound.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I really like it honestly, and I
Yeah,
honestly, I
I
mean,
thought it
when it's
was
in the shop next, I might buy it. I don't know. I'll have to see
yeah, I
though.
thought it was a very solid skin.
Yeah, me too.
Next we had two of my personal favorites from last season. We had Boxer and Boxy.
Yeah, these ones were actually kind of unpopular, but I actually think they're really good. They were
Yeah,
actually fan made skins, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
yes, they were.
Yeah,
And
I think they're
yeah,
really good.
yeah, I bought Boxer, and it's a skin that I still wear, and I think it's a very solid skin. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I actually gifted my cousin the boxy skin. The boxer skin, and yeah, I think he really likes it, and I think it's actually pretty good as well. Really underrated though.
Yeah. And next we had probably the most hated skin to come out of last season, and it's going to be Redux.
Mhm.
I didn't hate this one. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks weird to me, but I really like that when you aim down sights, like the lasers come out of his arm. I
Yeah, that's
really
really
think
cool.
that's a cool feature. But other than that, I was not feeling this skin that much.
Yeah,
But
I
it's,
didn't think I really wanted to buy it. Really, I
yeah,
wouldn't spend my money on it.
yeah, but it's not bad.
Mhm. Yeah,
And now
for
we're
sure.
getting into Easter skins. And the first one we had was Stella, which was a Bunny
A
Moon reskin.
reskin of a Halloween skin, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and
Ugh.
I'm not a fan of this one. I was
Mhm.
never a really big fan of Bunny Moon, and
Yeah.
I think this is an arguably worse version of it.
Yeah. And I don't even like Bunny Moon in the first place, so that's not really good either.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
right between those Easter skins, we had kind of a shocking thing drop, and we got Ravenpool and Cuddlepool. And I
Yeah.
think these were both pretty good skins.
Mhm.
Before they got back blings, I really didn't think they were worth it. But after they did, I think they were well worth 1,500, seeing as their originals are both legendary 2Ks.
Yeah, for sure. And I obviously I know I've told you this many times, but I told myself when the Black Widow and Star Lord skin came out that I'd buy every single Marvel skin. So obviously I bought these skins, but I still would have if I didn't say I was gonna buy every single Marvel skin. But I just really love these skins, honestly. And I know not a lot of people run color pool, but she's actually not that bad. I really love her back bling. Like the red on it is like really good, and then the Ravenpool's back bling is actually pretty good as well. It's just it looks a lot too similar to the Raven Cage, but it's still good though, and the color scheme's good on it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hmm.
All right. And then we got another um Cuddle Team Leader reskin with Quackling.
Yes.
Mm, I again, even though this one had four edit styles, I'm just not a fan of the Cuddle Team Leader skins, and I'm kind of sick of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm not. I don't really like them, like you said, but I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
It passed for me.
yeah. And then next we had a pretty unique Easter skin with Bun Bun.
Yeah, I like this one. It's really it has a lot of stuff going on with it for 1,500 V-Bucks. I
Yeah,
think it's not that bad, honestly. It's
yeah,
one of the
I thought it
better
was
Easter
pretty good.
skins this year.
I did think it was pretty good.
Yep.
Not much more to say. And now we had a skin that I didn't understand why they brought it out because we already had Deadlock and it's Wiretap. Um,
Yeah.
I don't like the color scheme and I don't like the hair.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think that it's a worse version of Deadlock.
Yeah, they look all really similar, except that one's just like they made it like worse. I don't understand.
Yeah, but whatever, I guess. It's not the worst thing ever, I guess.
Mhm.
Then we had two skins that I don't think are too bad, and they are going to be Wolf and Siren.
Yeah.
With their edit styles, I don't think they were bad at all.
Yeah, actually, I think they're pretty cool. Honestly, they're like
Yeah,
they kind of fit this season a lot, and actually they're one of those like spy skins because some of the spy skins that came out not in the battle pass, but some of the ones that are in the shop weren't that good. But these ones were actually a bit better, honestly, and I like the edit styles. It makes like them look a little better. I think.
yeah. And then we had the X-Force skins come out, and we'll go through them one at a time. First one I want to talk about here is my personal favorite one, and it's Cable.
Mine too.
I really liked this one. I wasn't really expecting me to like it, but
Mhm.
I bought it, and his backbling matches with quite a bit. The skin just looks really good. I just thought it was a very solid skin, and I am glad I picked it up.
Yeah, me too. I actually put this at number one on my favorite Marvel skins ranking video that was around like a month or so back.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a good skin.
Hmm.
Next would be Psylocke, and it's not the worst skin. I out of the X-Force skins, I think this is my least favorite,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, I don't think the skin is that bad. Um, but yeah, I think it's okay. By the way, your mic just cut out, so I'm just gonna like talk for a minute. But yeah, I think
yeah,
these skins are not that bad though.
yeah, I don't think that she was too bad. And then we
Hmm.
had Domino, which I like Domino. She wasn't like my favorite skin, but she was a pretty cool skin.
Hmm. Yeah, I think so as well.
I like the color
Yeah.
scheme of it.
Yeah, in my opinion, and this is probably the skin that came out. Like this is probably the most, the one that we probably disagree the most on that came out this season. But I'm not a big fan of Dynamo. I'm Domino, not Dynamo. Domino.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's the best skin.
yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Um, and then we had Bonehead. I don't think
Oh,
this was 1500.
yeah. It's like a rip off Vendetta, and I really
Yeah,
like Vendetta, and this one's just not even good.
yeah, it really did remind me of a ripoff Vendetta, and I don't think that it was worth the price, but it's not terrible.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't like it, but it's not terrible.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then we had some pretty big skins drop. It was the
Yep.
Travis Scott skins. So the first one we'll
Mhm.
talk about here is Travis Scott himself. I
Yeah.
don't think this skin's bad. It's a very accurate representation of Travis Scott.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was an all right skin.
Yeah, I think he's really good as well. Um, and yeah, I think it was really the collaborate. I know we're not talking about the event, but the event was just amazing. The collaboration was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a, just collaboration, just to show some of his new music and stuff. But it was a lot more than that.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then we had Astrojack, which I
Love him.
arguably think is better. I
Hmm.
really liked Astrojack. I kind of wish I picked him up, but it's all right.
Yeah, it's actually my favorite skin that came out this season. Actually,
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty,
surprisingly,
I thought it was a pretty solid skin. I
yeah, I
thought it was
love the
very,
detail on him.
yeah, it was
Hmm.
a pretty out there skin. I like that.
I think it's worth the price as well.
Next we had was, give me a second. Next we had was Rue, and I didn't hate this skin. It's a pretty all right skin. I like the color
Hmm.
scheme. I'm not a
Yeah,
big fan of the back bling, but the skin itself is not bad at all.
yeah, that's what I think as well. I think she looks really good as well, and I think she's pretty good for 1,200 V bucks.
Yeah. And then next we had Synth, and even now that we've had him for quite a while, I still don't know what I think about this skin. I don't hate it, but I don't like really like it, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like it wasn't my favorite, but
Yeah,
it was all right.
yeah, yeah. So I think it was all right as well. It's just not something I would buy.
And now we have Guff. Oh boy, Guff. The hands and feet ruin it for me, but other than that, I think it's an all right skin.
Yeah,
But I
I
wouldn't
think so as well.
myself, I wouldn't. But that's all right.
Hmm.
Not much more you can say about it, Guff.
Yeah,
And next we have my least favorite skin to come out of last season, and it was Goldie. I did not like this one.
yeah.
I did
Uh,
not like it at all.
Yeah, her background's not that bad though. It's just the skin is not so
Uh,
good.
I don't
I
know.
think I
Eh,
personally think. Wait, I think no. I'm thinking of a different background. Sorry, I was thinking
no,
of one that had like a gun on it that like looked pretty good. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong one. But yeah, I just don't think it's that good of a skin though.
yeah, it was just it reminded me kind of Rapscallion, but like
Mhm. I see where
worse.
you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not a big fan of it,
Yeah.
but it's all right.
Mhm.
And then we had another kind of hacker-ish looking skin, kind of spy thing,
Yeah.
and it was Sig. I didn't
Mhm.
hate Sig. I really liked his back bling, but the
Yeah,
skin
me as well.
itself was not that impressive, but it wasn't
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah, I think it was actually pretty good as well. Really
Yeah.
underrated though. Not a lot of
Oh
people
yeah,
talk about it.
yeah. Next we had the nightlife skin.
Yeah.
This skin
This
was
is when
actually
the
pretty
Party
cool.
Royale was like getting like really popular, right?
Yeah. I don't think I would have spent 1,500 on this, but
Mhm.
it's still a really cool skin. The animation on it's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's like really out there, and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I just want to buy it though.
Yeah, save here. And then we had the Hugo skin. And he actually came with the butterfly knives emote, and
Mhm.
I thought the skin was all right. I'm not a big fan of the color scheme, but I really
Yeah.
like the skin itself.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
pretty
believe it
solid.
was just in the shop on like Saturday. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It was not bad.
Mhm.
Next we had this might have been my favorite skin from last season. Maybe not. I don't know. But it was Hitman, and this skin was fantastic.
Nice.
The
Yeah, I
first
think this
ever
one's really good.
official pay to lose skin, and it was great.
Yeah.
It's fun to use. His back
Mhm.
bling is phenomenal. I
Yeah.
it's
I
it's
love
it's
how.
really good.
Yeah, I love how Fortnite's just like claiming that it's like pay to lose, and that's just what's amazing about it. And I can
Yeah.
tell the art team put a lot into the skin
Yeah,
and
and I
back
thought it
bling as
was
well.
very good.
Hmm.
And next we have a skin that is actually in the shop right now as we're recording this, and it's Vix.
Oh yes.
Um, I just see it as a worse version of Lynx. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't think I'd spend 1,500 on it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. It's not terrible. I like the whole built-in emote to change styles, but I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. Okay. And then next we had Wild Gunner, which was a really weird skin.
Yeah, kind of
I
strange.
It was a reskin of the Bright Blaster, and
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't think
Yeah.
that it was
He's really
that
forgettable, honestly.
great. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Like it took me a few seconds to realize like what skin that was until you said what the reskin of it was.
Yeah. Um, yeah. And the next we had the Renegade Shadow skin, which I liked to an extent. I his back bling is great. The skin is all right, but I don't think I'd get it. But it's a pretty good skin, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good as well. Yeah.
And then next we had two skins that have been in the leaks for pretty much the whole of last season, and it's Professor Slurpo and Slurpentine.
Oh yeah.
They were all right.
Mm, yeah, I agree as well. I actually like the male one a little more than most people because I actually think it's not that bad, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I know it kind of looks. It reminds me of the movie Shape of Water, and it's. I think it's really cool.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of these, but I can see why people would like them.
Yeah,
Next we had the skin that had been in the leaks for an entire year,
I think I
and it
know
was
what this skin
Airhead.
is. Yep.
Oh boy, we finally got Airhead. I
Yeah, I'm really happy about it.
it's a cool skin, but I feel like the hype was kind of taken out of it since it was in the files for so long.
Yeah, but I think it was still an all right skin though.
Yeah.
Just not the best.
And then finally we had Cyclo.
Huh.
It was
I
Cyclo was cool.
Yeah. I could go on for. I know you could as well, but we could go on for a long time talking about how Tempest. It should have been probably would have been an edit style, and I think it would still sell well, and it
Yeah.
would make more people buy Tempest because not a lot of people even buy Tempest really.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
yeah,
I
2000.
wasn't a fan of his back bling. I wasn't a fan of the I don't know. I felt like the skin was too close to Tempest for me to really like be like, yeah, I would spend $20 on this. But I
Yeah.
don't think I would have.
Hmm. So if I'm not mistaken, that was the last game that came out last season.
It sure was.
Yep, 30 minutes, and we talked about all the skins. Nice. But that is only our first topic. Next, we're going to get into it's the new season. Yeah. So I was honestly really pumped for this. And obviously, it's not really necessarily a topic because we have a bunch of ones that are below it. But I was just really excited for this season because we were in the last one for a really long time. And I don't know why, even though it wasn't, I feel like last season was a lot longer than season 11 or chapter 2, season 1. But yeah, I was really excited for it. And so, yeah, first topic with this skin, we actually are going to be talking about every single battle pass like tier in this battle pass. So yeah, are you ready to get into it?
Yes.
I said I quickly load my controller. All right. So first thing here we have Ocean.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I really like Ocean.
Yeah, me
I
too.
At first I wasn't really sure if I was gonna like her, but after using her for pretty much all day today, I really think that the skin is good. I like how she has Brutus's ghost mask on,
Yeah, I really like the second and third art
and
style.
I just think that it's a very good tier one skin.
Yeah, I think that as well. Next skin we had was the Fade skin. Now, for right now, we're only going to be talking about this part of the skin because there's two other styles to it. But what do you personally think about just the base one?
I think the base style is very solid. I think it's good. I I don't know. I think that It just looks good. I like the color scheme. It just looks pretty good.
Yeah, me too. Next thing we had was a flipping away, which is an emote that is basically like the ground pound, except in my personal opinion, worse.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know. I
Yeah, it's
just
fine, I guess.
it kind of does like a backflip type thing, but I like how like ground pound like does like a midair spin then hits the ground. But
Hmm.
it's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I think so as well. Next we have a contrail that is a sky swimmers.
I have been using this all day. I really like it. I think
Yeah, I
it's
think it'll.
it's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
I think would. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it would go really good with the fish stick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Next thing we have here, we're not going to talk about it in every tier, but we had the umbrella edit style, which I think was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for mine. I already kind of have uh like the base of what I want it to look like, and I'm very happy with it. I'm glad that we're able to customize our own glider.
Yeah, I think it's really good as well. Next thing we had was a backbling called the Beach Comber.
It's all right.
Hmm. Yeah,
I've used it quite a bit today, and I I,
yeah,
I think it's pretty solid.
yeah. I think it's all right as well. Next thing we had was the Ocean Wave Wrap.
I've been using this all day, and I think it's very solid.
Yeah, I like.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I like the animated style of it, like how it's like going down and like it's really clean.
Yeah.
Next thing we had was the Shark Ride music pack.
I have had this on all day. I really like
Me
it.
too. I've already gotten addicted to it, and I love it so much.
Yeah. It reminds me, not necessarily, but it reminds me of the Spies music pack from last season. It just
Hmm.
fits the theme of the season, and I really like it.
Yeah. Um. Next thing we have is the Beyond the Waves loading screen, which is like this really cool animated one that I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Um. Next thing we have is the Tide Axes.
I like how you're able to choose between uh dual wield and two-handed axes.
Yeah, me too. I think it's really good as well. And before we go any further, just to say we're gonna be skipping like V Bucks, emoticons, and sprays because those aren't really important. And every single time you unlock a new Brella thing in the battle pass, we also won't be talking about those because I mean it's not really that important. But next thing we have is a banner, which is basically like a dolphin that kind of looks like it's on fire or like there's fire below it. I'm not really sure, but I think it's pretty
It's
cool.
jumping over waves if you wanted
Oh
to
yes,
know.
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Next
think it's pretty
thing.
cool.
Yeah. Next thing is a top sail glider.
Uh, this is another one of those things that I've been using quite a bit today,
Hmm.
and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. I think it's not that bad as well. Next thing is the
Sorry
from
about
the
that
deep.
noise.
Oh, it's okay. Next thing here is the from the deep loading screen.
This is another pretty good loading screen. I don't really
Yeah.
think that there's any like bad loading screens, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think this one is really cool with like the fire behind him and all the art in Battle Pass is just really good as well.
Yeah,
Um. Next thing is the undercurrent animated wrap.
I like this. I like how it kind of like has the water and then like the caution symbol. It just looks pretty cool. I really don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, me either. I think it's really good as well. Now we have our third skin in the battle pass, and this is the Scuba Jonesy.
I have recently unlocked this because I believe I'm level 24 right now. And yeah, Scuba Jonesy was a skin that I was not expecting. I was expecting some sort of Jonesy-like skin, but I think that the Scuba one really kind of knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I agree.
Not the best skin of the Battle Pass, but it is very solid.
Yeah, not gonna lie, sometimes the tier 20 skins are like around that point aren't like the best, but this one's actually pretty good. I'm proud of Epic with how they did this skin.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Next thing we have here is our first like really real emote besides the green one. We have the Air Shredder, and I love this.
I think it's pretty cool to be honest.
Yeah, it's like this.
It's like
Yeah,
a air guitar. I think it's very solid.
yeah, I think that as well. Next thing we have is a back bling called a deep dive. That is for the the Jonesy.
Yep. And again, I think this is an all right one. It reminds me a little too much of the Wreck Raider and Reef Ranger skins
Yeah,
back
that's what I was
bling.
talking about when we were playing. But
Yeah.
oh yeah, I think it
But
looks pretty good though.
yeah, it's cool. I like how you don't necessarily have to buy those skins if you want the back bling,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. Next thing we have is the waterfall contrail, which I think is really cool as well.
Yeah, it's
Actually, I've been
another all
using it a
right
lot.
Contrail.
Yeah, it's not the best, but yeah. Next we have a banner that I believe is supposed to be for the tier 100 skin, which I think
Yep.
looks pretty cool. It looks like a demon kind of with like a horn, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool too.
Yeah. Next thing we have is the Water Wings glider, which I think is like pretty okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the glider that we had a little earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Me
That's
too.
just me though. I didn't think it was too. I don't think it's too bad though.
Yeah. Next thing we have is the I call shotgun loading screen.
Um, I think this is like t hinting at two skins that we're going to be getting.
Yeah, which I think
One of them
looks
looks like
pretty
a
cool.
crash test dummy, which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think they're all right skins.
Yeah.
And
Now
it's
we're
an all right country.
Yeah. Now we're almost like 1/3 of the way through the battle pass. We have the Eon Blades. Yeah, I think the skin is actually I'm not skin, sorry. The pickaxe actually I think is really good. The two-handed one kind of reminds me of Scratch Mark from season 7, but I still think it's really good though. Both of them
Yeah.
actually. I don't
Sorry
I
about
don't
that
like
noise again.
Yeah, it's okay, don't worry about it. Usually I don't like dual wielded like all the dual wielded pickaxes, but this one is actually not that bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah. Next thing we have is a banner that is supposed to be for the henchmen at the Rickety Rake, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm wrong about that though.
Um,
I'm not sure what place it is, but it's one of the henchmen though for the season. Which I think
yeah,
looks
I
pretty
don't
cool.
remember because the Authority has the Shadow Henchman.
Mm-hmm.
The oh, I can't remember. The one that has Kit at it has like the Kit Bash looking henchman.
Yeah.
Then
But either way, I think this is pretty good.
um um shoot, 1 second. The Fortilla has the Ghost Henchman. So it's got to be at one of the other ones that I'm missing. I
Yeah.
haven't been
But
to
it's
all
okay
of them,
though.
so
Yeah. Next thing at tier 33 is the So Square emo, which I think is fine. It's not really that good though. It's kind of lazy and it's just meh, really.
yeah, it's just a green emote that you see in battle passes. It's nothing too crazy.
Yep. Next thing we have is the Convergence glider, which
I
I
didn't
think
think
is
this was
pretty good.
there at first. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I was really confused. Like, what is this?
It's
I
pretty
like
cool though.
well, if you use it in game, there's like these butterflies that sometimes go around it, which I think is actually pretty cool as well.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Next thing we have is the dive knives, which I feel like I've seen like a lot of these before. In
yeah, they're
Yeah,
not bad, but
I
there's
like
got to
most
be
of them.
some boring stuff.
Yeah, I think it would actually be pretty cool if there was a two-handed one for this. It would just be like a cutter, like a knife, I guess, like a
I
cutter.
don't know how they could have
I don't
done.
know why they would do that, but yeah.
That's all
Next
right.
thing is our fourth skin, which is the jewel skin, which is the skin I just unlocked a bit ago because I'm level 41 right now. Yes, 41. So yeah. What do you think about this skin?
I like all but her last style.
Yeah, me too. I think her second one's the best, which I know you said, but I
Yeah,
think it's the best as well. I just think it matches her a lot. I like the green, everything about it. It's pretty cool.
yeah. This might just be me, but she seems like really short in my opinion. I don't know
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. I don't know, but
I don't know.
I guess
I
that's
guess it's
how
just
she's
kind of
supposed
the
to
way
be.
that she's standing, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that might be it.
Cool though.
Uh,
I like the skin.
Yeah. Next thing we have is the Ohms Perch back bling.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
love
be
this.
using this quite a bit when I unlock it.
Yep, I am one tier away from it, and I am really excited to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
think it's really good. Next thing we have is a Star Drop Contra, which I think is all right.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't use it, but it's all right.
Yeah. Next thing we have is the get fixed loading screen.
It's another one of those that's all right.
Yeah. I think it's not nothing too special, but yeah, I think it's one of those ones. And yeah, next up we have the Industrus, I think, or I don't even know how to say it, but yeah, it's the Industries wrapper. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, What do you think about it?
I like the color of it. It reminds me a lot of Clockwork.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good as well. And yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Next thing we have here is the wrenches harvesting tool. What do you think about it?
I like both the dual wield and the two-handed version of this. I think they're both really good.
Yeah, I think they're both amazing as well. Next thing we have is the banger music pack. I don't really see why we need to get this, but I think it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just at the end of the day, it's another music pack that I'm collecting, so it's
yeah.
whatever.
Next thing we have is the Ohm glider, which I think is sick.
Oh yeah, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really
And
don't have much to say from it. I like the bonus about it, and I just think that it's really good.
yeah, me too. Next thing we have here is the Voyager, which and now we are halfway through the battle pass. And what do you think about this art style for Fade?
I think the outside looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, I mean, it's not really a progression skin, which I wish we had for some of these, but it's kind of like leading up to what the tier 100 skin is, which I think is really good as well. Well, one of them, I guess you can say. Next thing we had is the lab loan screen, which I think is actually pretty cool.
It's
I
all
don't think
right.
it has the
I like
manga.
the art style of it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good as well. Next thing we have is a tippy tap emote.
I'm not a big fan of this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the dance floor under it is kind of creative, but I just don't really like the emotes. I feel like the emotes recently, some of them aren't just the best, really.
Yeah, I
I feel like
really was not
they
a
haven't
fan
been
of the
good really
emotes
in
from
chapter
this
two.
season.
Yeah. I mean, the emotes this season weren't the best. I mean, last season we had some okay emotes, like the pause and clutch was actually pretty cool.
And then we had
And
Springy, which is
yeah,
one of, in my opinion, the best Battle
yeah, but I
Pass
feel like this season
emotes.
they kind of dropped the ball with the emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like some seasons are just like they literally look all the same. I feel like sometimes. Next thing we have here is a banner that kind of looks like the one that was a bit ago. That is one of the henchmen, I believe.
I actually know what it is. It is Jules' mask.
Oh yeah, I was about to
It's
say
a
that, but
welding
I
mask.
didn't want to. Yeah, I was about to say because I was kind of confused. But the next thing we have is the Floatsburg loan screen, which I think is okay as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Next thing we have is our fifth skin right here, which is the one and only Kit skin. Holy crap, this is amazing.
Um, when I heard rumors of a robot Meowscles, I was not excited. And then I saw what it was, and I am very pleased.
Yeah.
I think this is a phenomenal skin.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's really cool as well. It looks amazing. I can wait to use it in game and how it like how I use it. Next thing we have is the Fishy Flyer Glider.
it's
What do you think
basic.
about this
It's
one?
not. I don't think it's supposed to be really crazy. I'm
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, and I don't
mhm.
think
I'm
it's
kind of confused why the second style is even there because it's like a bright bomber one, which I swear we've had a bright bomber five
well,
million
it's
of those
because it goes
gliders.
with the ghost version of the kit
Oh
skin.
yeah, that makes sense. Um, hold a second. Next thing we have is the Infinite Bloom backbling.
Um, First off, I'm just gonna make a joke here. It's how I feel while shooting an AR at someone. Infinite Bloom. But I really like its reactivity. It gets like more purple throughout the match, and it like expands. I think it's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is okay. I don't know why, but I feel like it's referring to Bloom as well because it literally says the description from everywhere and for always. I don't know. Anyways, the next thing we have here is a rap called the Meowstermind, which I think is all right as well.
Yeah,
It's pretty okay.
not bad. It's all right.
Yeah. Next thing we have is the photon contra, which I think is really really cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. It reminds me a
The
bit
meteor one.
of this shooting star Contra.
Oh yeah, that one actually yeah reminds me of as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next thing we have here is the keyed up emote.
I feel like I've heard this music somewhere.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
maybe
know.
it's just like a music that's like everywhere, kind of like the helicopter music in the game. That's just everywhere is the
Yeah.
classical music. But yeah, it's all right though. It's not that bad. Next time we have a banner, which is like the ghost version of the baby kid, I guess, who's playing with like a ball, like a cat ball, which I think is pretty okay.
Yeah.
Next thing here at tier 69, we have the skate bit loan screen.
Yeah, I think it's an all right loading screen.
Yeah.
It's a skin that's not in game yet,
Mhm.
so kind of excited to get the skin. Well, I'm probably not going to get it, but to see it in game.
Yeah, for sure. Next thing we have the harvesting tool called the power claws.
On this one again, I like both the dual wield and the um two-handed one.
Yeah, I
I
really
like
like how they did that with most of the
the,
pickaxes this season.
yeah.
That's really cool. Next thing we have is a Sonica, sorry, wrap.
I'm
I
not a
think
fan of the first game, but it's all
yeah,
right, I guess.
yeah. Next thing we have is a Star Strider glider, which again, kind of like the fishy flyer, is what it is, and I guess it's fine. I guess it's not the best though.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
Next thing we have is a really cool loan screen called the Beyond Zero.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite loading screen from the season.
Yeah, me too. It
It's
just
really
looks
cool.
amazing. I know we're not talking about sprays here, but on tier 76, there's a spray called Fade Out, which I think looks pretty cool. It's the
Yeah,
only spray I'm gonna talk about here, but I think it looks alright. Next thing we have is the Mini Moon back bling, which I think is okay. I guess it's not really anything special.
yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it
It's
was teased in the yesterday for some of the teasers that it made people think a little differently than what it actually was, but I think it's still okay though.
yeah,
Next
it's all
thing
right.
we have is a banner, which is like I think it's an astronaut suit for the tier 80 skin, which I don't. I mean, no, we're not there, but I really like the skin. So the banner's all right though; it's fine. Next thing
Yeah.
is our sixth skin. Yeah, it's this Siona. I don't know what to say, but I don't really like the skin. It's probably the worst skin in the battle pass.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm just I'm sick of astronaut skins in the battle pass.
Yeah, me
We
too.
just this is our fifth because we
Mm,
have Mission Specialist Moonwalker, Dark Voyager, Eternal Voyager, and now this one.
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like we're getting too many astronauts.
yeah.
It's
That's
not
what I think as well.
bad, but I'm not a big fan of the skin.
Yeah. Next thing we have is a loan screen called the Sightseer, which kind of reminds me, like you said before, of one of the Travis Scott loan screens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get this through a little quickly, but I'm not too fast. But next one we have is the Vision Strikers, which is all right. I'm not really a big fan of it, to be honest, but it's okay.
Yeah,
What about you?
I don't I don't know. I don't think I like much, if anything, in this set, but it's all right.
Yeah. Next thing we have is the Planetary Vibe
No,
Emo, which I don't like. Nope.
no, no, thank you. I don't know.
Nope.
At least like with like kind of like the meme kind of like troll-ish emotes that we've been getting for the past couple seasons.
Yeah.
I think last season's takes the cake because at least Paws and Claws was like bearable, but this
Yeah.
one I'm not a fan of at
I
all.
feel like Paws and Claws is like a very memorable emo that you've heard so much that you can probably remember the lyrics to it.
Yeah,
This
I
one I
don't
don't even
know.
know what's going on. It's just
I'm
weird.
just not a fan of it at all.
It's just a bunch of auto tune in space and weird dances and I don't even know. Next thing we have is tier 87. We have the Night Flight Contrail, which first off is amazing. I love this.
I think it's pretty cool. It's like a
It would probably
cape on
go
your
really good with
back.
Spider Knight or the tier 100 skin or just I don't know Black Knight or any of the black and red color scheme skins.
Yeah,
Next up is the Honor loan screen, which I think looks very, very good.
yeah, it looks pretty menacing. I think it looks
Mm.
great.
I don't even want to talk about this next one, but it's the Billy Listen, which is the Billy Bounce music. Why do we have to get this? I don't understand.
Well, I think it's just because Billy Bounce is a very popular emote, but it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I can tell that. I just don't really
It's
like
not an
the.
emote that I really like, and I've listened to the music back the full way through, and I'm not that big of a fan of it.
Yeah.
But
Next thing, holy crap, the Comet Crasher glider.
this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to use this in game once I do eventually get it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's
Um.
very good.
Mhm. Next thing we have here is the Relent Blade, which I think is really really cool. The one that is two handed kind of reminds me of Thanos' sword in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, I would agree
I
with
mean, it's
that.
probably the most similar thing, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
not really the same exactly, but it's pretty cool.
yeah,
Next thing
I'm
we
really.
have is you can wait. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I'm really glad that we finally have a two-handed sword pickaxe.
Yeah. Mm, yeah. Next thing we have is Stiggle Red Rare Wrap. That's a lot of R's, but I think this is actually kind of the color scheme of the Black Widow, just like red, black, white, kind of I guess, because I don't know, like her suit in the Black Widow trailer has white, and then usually black and red's her main theme. But yeah, I think it's really good though.
Yeah,
Next time we have at tier 94, we have the Stormy emo, which I personally don't like. No. And tier 94, really?
it's not
Like,
bad.
I just don't think it's much, really.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could have been one of the emotes that are like in the beginning of the battle pass. It's alright though. Next time we have the Blade Raven Glider. This is sick. I love
yeah,
this.
I think this is a very intimidating and pretty mean-looking glider.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really good as well. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Next thing is our last banner, which is a Phoenix, which I think I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I think I might actually do a lot with the storyline maybe because there's something in the league called the Summer Phoenix, which is like it's not a skin, but it's something that's supposed to happen in game. Like it's an in-game thing, so I don't know what it's supposed to do, but yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Tier 98, we have the internal shield back bling. I think this is pretty good actually.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
what do
all
you think?
right.
It's
All
not that
right.
bad. Next thing we have is our first Tier 100 skin, which is the Internal Knight.
It's a female Ultima Knight.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's a tier 100 female skin done right in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's, I was really scared when I heard there was gonna be a female Black Knight, but once it came, I feel like Epic, like these leaks scared me when I heard them first, like around 2 months ago, but well, yeah, around a month and a half ago. But now that I've actually like seen what actually happened with all those leaks, I think it's really really good. I think it turned out really well. But my favorite skin in the Battle Pass, personally, well, I guess my favorite version of a skin, but this is the masked version of the Fade. Oh my god.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
I really do like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this a lot. I think this is the definition of what a T100 skin should be. Now,
But it's a
obviously, I
tier
think
1
the
skin.
main, yeah, I mean, technically, yeah,
Yeah.
but the biggest example of what a tier 100 skin should be, in my opinion, is the Ragnarok. Just a big, bulky, amazing guy. And yeah, I've really liked this battle pass honestly, and I think it is really, really good.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
think
that's
this battle
everything
pass
for
is very good.
yeah, and that's every tier, not including the V Bucks, the sprays, and yeah, and the emoticons. But yeah, that's everything on the tier, every single tier in the battle pass, and that is it with that topic here. Next thing we are going to get into here is actually the map changes and our thoughts about it. What are your thoughts about it?
It feels like a whole new map.
Yeah, honestly,
Very pleased with this.
yeah, I
I
think it's
feel
really good as well.
everyone was like, "Oh boy, this map, it doesn't feel special." The old
Mhm.
map felt more like it changed more and it felt more like different. But I think
Yeah.
with this update, in my personal opinion, it has completely like blown that whole stereotype of the new map isn't anything crazy completely out of the water.
Yeah, honestly, there's so many new locations, and you know, like I know they plan their seasons a lot in advance, but I mean, 120 days for this, I ain't regret it. All the delays, I was mad at first, but now that I've seen this, good job,
Yeah,
Epic.
it
Good
was
job.
completely worth the wait. I think it's genuinely fantastic.
Yeah, every single location I think is really, really good. I haven't been, I've been to every single one, but not much because I haven't played too much yet. But next thing we have here is the new weapons in the season.
Um,
So,
think
I guess we can start out with some of them. The first one is the charged shotgun.
Okay, this needs. I really think I need to talk about this. Everyone already is really crapping on this shotgun, but it's just in my opinion, it's just because it's not the pump. Um,
Yeah.
I personally really like the shotgun. I feel
Mhm.
like it's a very high risk but very high reward shotgun.
Yeah. By
I
the way, we
feel
just
like
hit the hour mark, so wow, we've been doing this for a long time.
dang.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so you can continue about that. But yeah, I think the charged shotgun is really good, honestly.
Yeah, and then from Kit you can get the Mythic Charge shotgun, which is
Mhm.
really good.
Yeah,
It
I
does
think it's amazing.
a lot of damage. And then
Yeah.
Kit also drops that Impulse Grenade Launcher,
Yeah. At first, I
which
was kind of
is
confused with it, but then it's
yeah,
it's it's all right.
yeah. Um, we have oh, give me a second, I forgot her name again.
Um, the ocean skin, I think it
No,
drops it. No, no, the
um,
side note. Never
Jules.
mind. Oh yeah,
We
Jules.
have her drum gun, which I think is better than, well, more balanced, I should say, than Midas's drum gun, because it
Yeah.
does 24 damage instead of 25, so it's
Yeah.
not as quick to kill, which I think
Mhm.
is. And then she also drops the glider gun, which is like the grappler, but you're not able to shoot directly after, which I think
Yeah.
makes it more balanced, even though it has longer range. It forces you to pull your glider out, so you're a little more vulnerable. But I think it's very good.
Yeah, I agree with it as well. I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, and then Ocean drops the Mythic Og,
And
and I
Chug Jug.
really like the
Oh yeah, we
new
can talk about it first.
burst.
Mhm.
I
Like it
feel
has like two
like
shots instead of three at once. I think that's really good. And it does more damage.
and it
And
shoots
yeah,
a
I think
little bit
this is
faster.
perfectly balanced burst.
I think it's I've been taking the burst over the normal AR lately
Airs.
because I think it's just really good.
Yeah, that's what I think about as well.
Yeah, and then you were talking about the Mythic Chug Jug.
Yeah, I love this as well.
It's
Like the fact
crazy.
that it's
It's
like
pretty much infinite heals.
yeah. I think it's good that it like reloads over time and it's like takes a decent amount of time because
Yeah,
if you could just keep using it, then that would be just broken. And
yeah, because a lot of people weren't taking Chug Jugs at the end of its time because you really didn't have a reason to because it was 15 seconds for a one-use item.
hmm
I think that the way that they're doing it now is a very good way of doing it.
yeah.
And then there's other mythics that I haven't run into yet. Do you know what they are?
Um, I'm trying to think right now. So there's the grappler drum gun, the Og, the chug jug, the grenade launcher, the uh,
Shotgun.
yeah, the shotgun. I is that all?
I thought there were more.
I'm trying to think about what skins would hold certain items. I think that's all though, if I'm not mistaken.
One.
As of right now.
Um,
Unless there is others, but I'm not sure. But either way, if these are the only ones, they're still really really good. Obviously, this is the first day. The season's been out for like 12 hours now only, so yeah. But I think this is really really good.
one quick second.
Yeah. How many
I'm
are
trying to
the
find
others?
this thing real quick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Um,
quickly find them.
yep, those are the only ones.
Yeah, so I think they're really good though, and yeah, those are all the weapons that came into the season. Next thing here we're going to talk about is the new Shadow Pack. This includes, if I'm not mistaken, it includes the Chaos Agent, like a new type of
Uh,
Chaos Agent.
so like I believe it's called the Ghost Pack because it's
Yeah.
Ghost, Chaos Agent, Ghost, Hush, and
Wait,
Ghost Wild.
did I say Shadow? I put Shadow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, they do have shadow edit styles too, but
yeah. But yeah,
um,
what do you think about the pack?
I like the wild card one probably the most. The
Mm-hmm.
Chaos Agent one is all right. I
Yeah,
think the normal Chaos Agent's still really good. And then I don't really know why Hush is in the pack, but I really like the wild card one.
yeah, me too. I think it's really good as well. And next thing we're gonna be talking about here is the Molten Renegade Raider, which we saw in the cinematic trailer for Chapter 2, Season 3. We saw her in the helicopter for like 2 seconds
Yeah,
only.
I don't know. Um,
By the way,
if
this is
the
supposed to
skin's
be
a
a skin. By
pack,
the way,
if
it's not
it's,
an art style.
yeah, yeah, I know. But if
Okay,
this is
cool.
a pack, if this is just a skin seen in the um item shop, I don't think I'll pick it up. I don't know. I just Renegade Raider's not a skin that I am like, oh my gosh, I want that. Um, it's
Yeah,
just not for me, I don't think.
yeah, that's what I personally think as well, and so I think it's fine as well. But yeah, that's all I have to really say about it. Number 10, we have the henchman pack. Now this is supposed to be a pack with like the henchmen, but they have like shorts on, which I think are pretty cool. What do you think about it though?
I've been saying that I want a henchman pack for a long time because I really like the um whole thing with like the henchmen and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think they all look really cool and I like how they're doing it.
yeah, that's what I think as well. And yeah, moving into our last topic here, we have our overall opinion about the season as a whole. What do you think about it? You can go first.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I want to bring up because we forgot to talk about it. Aquaman.
Oh my god, I forgot.
We forgot about Aquaman. It's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's really
I
good.
I personally, even though I'm more of a Marvel fan than a DC fan,
Yeah, me too.
I think the Aquaman skin is better than the Deadpool skin.
Yeah,
I
and
know
also,
Deadpool's like really popular, but I really like Aquaman.
yeah,
I don't know.
and can I quickly say something?
Of course.
Do you remember the skin that was like it was that skin that was encrypted, but they showed like the outline of it? And I'll send you
I
a
don't
picture
remember.
later, but it was like it was a picture with like a bunch of like glitches inside of it. I don't know
Okay.
if you did remember, but that actually is it looks exactly like the villain in Aquaman.
Oh, Black Manta?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I think that's what's supposed to be that skin. So that skin could possibly be in the item shop, which I think is gonna happen.
Okay, I think that'd be pretty cool.
So yeah. Anyways,
Um, yeah,
overall
one
opinion about the
last thing I want
season.
to say.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
my
sorry.
overall opinion. Um,
Hmm.
Sharks are kind of terrifying, to be honest.
Yeah,
Um, I remember I was healing up with one of my friends while we were playing, and all of a sudden the shark comes, it lunges onto land, and it takes down quite a bit of my health, and they're kind of scary.
yeah, not gonna lie. Like when we were playing today, I know I was like super scared of the sharks. I wouldn't go by. I kept asking you, "Is there a shark? Is there a shark? Oh no, am I gonna die? Is it
Yeah,
gonna eat me? I'm scared." Because I don't know. I'm just scared of sharks. Because I know I told you, but like I watched the Meg movie in 2017. And it just scared me, and it scared me for 3 years and counting about sharks. So yeah, but yeah. Um. Anyways, overall opinion about the season, what do you think about it? What would you rank it? Like, don't rank all the seasons, but like, where would you put it? And
uh,
all about the battle pass and everything, basically.
out of just pure like my first like initial thoughts, this is one of my favorite seasons we've ever had. I have never in any season ever been so excited to play a season. I've never been so hyped just to get into the game and just see what's all new. I've never been this hyped for a season, and
Mhm.
this hype is 100% living up to it because I think it's all really good.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is a really good season as well, and I'm just so excited to play. I've never had so much fun on the first day of a season since season 5, and I still think this is just amazing. There's so many cool things to do, and I honestly, right after this, I just want to get back to playing. After obviously I post this, but yeah, I think it's really good as well. Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I think it's
just
really
really like
good.
the season.
Yeah. And oh god, that is the end of this very very long 1 hour and almost 10 minutes podcast. And getting to the outro here, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on YouTube at Garlic Bread Lover 4. I believe it will be in either the description or the comments. I'm not exactly sure which,
Yeah,
but if
it
you'd
will
like to
be in
check
the
me out, I
description.
will be there.
Yeah, and you can find me on YouTube, obviously here at the Fortnite, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at italkmarvel227. Yeah, that's the end of the podcast here. Thank you so much for joining me, co-host Garlic Bread Lover 4. And yeah, I will see you guys all later. Peace out. Goodbye.